This is WLSD.
My mama was right. There's news.
Good evening, this is WLSD, broadcasting from our studios in downtown Lewes. Here are your anchors, Charles Stake and Althea Later.
If it's news,
it's news to us. Our lead story. It's an update on the DILDOT proposed bridge over Canary Creek on New Road. After much discussion and many public meetings, DILDOT's chief engineer, Rhoda Ree, has decided that they will not be able to use a traffic circle to replace the bridge. So now they are scheduled to go ahead and start construction on the bridge. This will start in 2027, and they will be finished in almost no time in 2035. During much of that time, it says here that Savannah Road and Kings Highway will have to be closed for random unknown reasons. This will mean anyone wishing to leave Lewes by car will have to use the ferry.
this just in 2 weeks ago. 23-year-old local construction worker, Jose Santiago, was struck and mortified by a toilet falling out of the sky. Airline officials say that high winds and turbulence caused the incident, but stewardess Lucinda Potts is quoted as saying, "If the toilet hadn't been on rollers, this wouldn't have happened." Meanwhile, investigators from the FAA are following the paper trail. Back to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Althea, for that timely report. Work on the bridge over the Broadkill River can proceed now that Chancery Court Judge Whimsy has thrown out the case brought by the activist group Muskrat Marauders, M&M as they're known, brought the case saying that the work on the Broadkill River would disrupt the muscat population, and they would be forced to use Route 1 in order to get to Slaughter Beach. Judge Whimsy ruled that their case did not hold water. This leads into our weekly Flat and Fauna report. This week, we had 6 muskrats, 2 possums, a raccoon, and a turkey vulture found on Route 1. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Do you suffer from nausea, indigestion, heartburn, constipation, or diarrhea? Well, suffer no more. Relief is on the way with Zigimacumab. Zigimacumab allows you to regain control of your digestive system. You can show your stomach and intestinal tract that you are in command. You can rule your sphincters and dominate your duodenum. Let that bowel know who's boss. Manufactured from GMOs and a variety of recycled plastics, our nanoparticles get into your system in no time, giving instant relief. Available in liquid, tablet, and adorable bowel-shaped gummies. Side effects include, but are not limited to, Malagrus gallopavo, reverse borborygmus, fecal encephalopathy, colonic myalgia, optical rectamitis, encephaloflatus, panpresbia, idiomoronic dysmotility, and occasionally death. So give it a try. That's Zigimacumab. Oh hell, just buy it.
It's time now for our restaurant report. Our critic, Zelda Zagat, with her weekly review.
This is Zelda Zagat, WLSD restaurant critic. I decided to stop this week at the local Roadkill Cafe, conveniently located at the corner of Coastal Highway and Slaughter Beach Road. I was greeted by hostess Donette, who guided me to my table and provided me with a menu of today's offerings. It's a great place to go, lots of local fare. I think you'd enjoy it. I looked over the extensive menu and discovered that... Come on. Discovered that tonight's special was going to be the muskrat stew, Chesapeake style. I decided to go with that and also get a side of the raccoon fricassee, which really tempted my taste buds.
Wow!
I noticed that there was a...
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for the Could you tell me, how do you feel about the food in this restaurant?
Well, I'm keeping it down.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir, could you tell me a little bit about your dining experience?
where's the minestrone? They change it every day, the soup to the jour. Ugh.
Well, I had a few free moments. I decided to try and get a word in with the chef, Travis Kelsey. He's the owner of the joint. Described his little cafe here as the roadway to heaven. It's the highway to Fryway. He likes to think of it as farm to table, but kind of leaves out the farm part of it. Goes right for the highway.
Hey, is this going to be on TV?
Probably.
When are we going to be on?
Yeah, well, we're on every night at 6.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, check us out. Good. Good. You know, while you're in the neighborhood, maybe you should check out Brother Jason's Sushi Bar and Bait Shop. It's right around the corner. Their motto is today's bait and tomorrow's plate. Maybe you should try the 10-piece chum bucket. It'd be perfect for your next surf party. This is Zelda Zagat, signing out.
Thanks, Zelda.
This just in, 1960. Bing Crosby's recording of Muskrat Ramble has reached the top of the charts, says Billboard. The crooner is particularly pleased because he chucks muskrats off the Rookery putting green with his 9-iron. If you were to chuck a muskrat, would you use an iron or a woodchuck?
Very clever, Althea. And now here is Lance Boyle with the latest in sports. Lance?
Well, thanks, Chuck. Lance Boyle with sports. And oh my, do we have an exciting weekend this weekend. Right here in our little town, there's going to be a world championship. Whole world. Right here, it's the World Pea Throwing Championship. 41st Annual World Pea Throwing Championship happening at Welcome Alley. And it's going to be welcoming. That's right off of DeVries Circle. And I was lucky this week to talk to the commissioner of the sport, Jeremy Peacock. Here's my interview. Commissioner Peacock, thanks so much for spending some time with us. And boy, oh boy, this event. But I got to ask you this. It's the 41st Annual Pea Throwing Championship. I got to be honest, I know sports, but I'd never heard of this. Why did you bring it to Lewes?
By the way, it's Peacock Smythe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Perfectly all right.
Okay.
Perfectly all right. Well, actually, it was not our original intention. Normally, this contest is held along with another event with medieval roots in historic Lewes, England.
Oh.
This year, one of our very keen young interns, Miss Swallow Passage, if I might say, very attractive to boot. Although, of course, our relationship is entirely professional.
Of course.
Anyway, she mixed up the Lewises. And by the time anyone realized the mistake, it was too late. So here we are.
What is this?
I'm just wondering, you told me about why the whole production about coming to Lewes.
Yes.
And you could have chosen all of Lewes, but you chose a relatively small Welcome Alley. It's not very big.
Well, yes, when we took a look, it seemed to most closely resemble where we normally hold the competition, which is Castle Ditch Lane. Castle Ditch Lane happens to be close to the pub, the Pea and Whistle. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to avail ourselves of that this year. Although I did hear of a local watering hole, the Dogfish Head.
I could see how that could be an important part of the competition.
It's a good throw.
The peas are frozen, of course, at the beginning, but during the course of the day, they tend to soften. And you know that a mushy pea doesn't have the same aerodynamic qualities as a frozen pea.
1066.
A lot goes into this, and the champion, Graham Butterworth, is champion last year, and I understand he's coming back and going to defend his championship.
Yes, of course, Lance, what we like to say, he's the champion, with the emphasis on
Champion, I get it.
Yes.
What as champion, what did he win?
Well, he wins this really beautiful golden hand, which is holding the most beautiful little petit pois.
Golden, so it's made of gold?
No, it's made of genuine plaster of Paris.
100% plaster.
100% plaster of Paris.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. Best of luck on Saturday. This is really special for our whole town. Welcome Alley, the World Championship, 41st World Championship, right here in Lewes. Why don't you, as I'm sure Commissioner Peacock would say, give peas a chance?
It's actually Peacock Smythe.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Lance, for that very well-rounded report. And now, let's hear from another sponsor.
Are you tired of cookie-cutter homes that lack je ne sais quoi? Are you fed up with out-of-control HOAs? Do you long for total creative input into your castle? Well, we have the answers. We're TLC, and we're the specialists in the tri-state area. And our homes have nothing more than potential.
When I first saw the house, I thought, is that a family of raccoons living in the attic? But TLC entirely reimagined the house for me. That's not a family of raccoons living in the attic. That is a loft space for preserving endangered species. I was delighted.
That's right. Our team of visionaries will turn that raccoon family into a money-making safari adventure.
That kitchen was a disaster zone, but they called it a culinary adventure waiting to happen.
With TLC, cooking will be a real joy and adventure. And who knows what gastronomic delights are lurking underneath that old linoleum floor.
Well, the backyard was a mess, but they called it a Shangri-La waiting to be discovered.
Yep. All your Nirvana needs is a little backhoe excavation and a small migrant construction crew. Friends, we probably already found your next home. So, call, text, email, snail mail, FedEx, fax, parcel post, or drop in. Someone's always around. And here's what's available for almost immediate occupancy.
I set my mind to wondering, is this my happy home?
Open houses at your discretion.
Now it's time for the weather with our weather reporter, Windy Gale Downer.
Windy
everybody. Hi, it's the Windy Gale Report. Let's get right down to it. The national map. Whoa, look at that map. Look at all these H's and L's everywhere. And some bright spots here and here and here. Woo, who knew? And look at Delaware. Did you know Delaware was so big? We're right here. We're right here. Anyway, just don't go over there or you're going to get all wet.
This just in, 1939. Gone with the Wind has won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Vivian Leigh, winner of the Best Actress Award, reports she'll think about it tomorrow. And Clark Gable says, frankly, he doesn't give a damn. Pretty strong words. He couldn't get away with that here at WLSD, right, Chuck?
You're damn right. Okay, Wendy, please finish up your report.
Now, for those of you who are planning to have outdoor activities today, don't do it. The temperatures are going to get up to 100 and it's going to be out of control. Just really, really bad. Don't do it. Now, on the other hand, we have a 64% chance of bright sunny skies and calm breezes. We have weather all around us, and our high and low tides are going to be at the exact same time. At noon today, that means smooth, smooth winds. So get out and enjoy yourself. Oh, speak of winds, 36-inch wind gust today. Woo! It's going to be very, very windy, but that's good because it's going to push all those clouds out of the sky and we're going to have sunny skies. Yay! Now, unfortunately, with the winds blowing like that, those giant windmills at the University of Delaware campus, you know that. It goes around and around. It's going to pick up speed. Woo, woo, woo. As it goes like that, the big old bats, they come flying in, they jump on it, they surf out. So watch for bats. Now, tonight, we have a 33% chance of very, very light snow. But it's okay, because mainly it'll be darkness all night long and then some light in the morning. Okay, the one thing I've been wanting to talk to you about. I heard from all of you yesterday that you had to cancel your parties due to the unexpected blizzard. It was totally unexpected. Sometimes these things happen. We didn't know that there'd be this gust of wind with this burst of rain. It just happened. These weather events happen occasionally. However, today only 27% chance of very light rain, but it's going to be mostly sunny. In a little bit, these winds will calm down. It'll be nice and smooth. It'll be a beautiful day. So get outside and enjoy yourself. Sailboats race. Those sailboat races will happen today on the bay as planned. So have a good weekend. This is Windy Gale WLSD weather, sometimes accurate, mostly a surprise.
And now for our human interest story. The Lewes Fire Department and emergency squads were called out yesterday to extricate little Bobby, who got his head wedged in his porch railing. This is the third time this month Bobby has done this. Chuck, didn't you interview the father?
Yes, Althea. I spoke to Robert Stuckey Sr., and he requested we withhold Bobby's last name to avoid embarrassment.
Well, that is understandable. Now let's go to Nassau Nick for our local opinion segment.
Thank you, Althea. I am very upset about the way things are developing in this community. I can remember when I was a kid going and walking for miles and miles and not having to come across any fences. I had freedom to go where I wanted. Now there are all these houses, McMansions with fences and blocking things off. and they have all these developments with names of flowers and birds. And they're killing the flowers and the birds and the trees because they're knocking all that stuff down. I'm getting very, very angry, and I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. And one more thing. Getting your head stuck in fences is not right. Get rid of the fences. Please.
That wraps it up for today. Tune in at 11 for WLSD Sleep Time.
And remember, if it's news,
it's news to us. Good night.
Jesus.
My mama was right. There's news. WLSD.
This was WLSD.